Hi, can I please order 300 burgers? What's up guys, it is Joseph Rakic here from josephrakicfitness.com and welcome to episode number 5 of my new YouTube series, Leaner by the Day. In this episode, you might watch that cactus behind you. Don't look too far back. In this episode, I'm going to tell you what a refeed day is, explain to you how to do a refeed day, and how often you should include a refeed day. Now, a refeed day is the best thing that you can do in order to increase your metabolic rate, increase your metabolism, and turn up all those fat burning hormones so you can lose even more fat and get even leaner. Anyway, let's get started.
This is a good daily runner to have, eh?
Good daily runner.
Just nip to the supermarket in the Lambo.
Yeah, man. I do have a ute as well, a Ford Ranger, which is mine, but for some reason both my brothers use it every single day. I've never said they can, they just take it. So now this is my daily. Hi, can I please order 300 burgers?
Sorry?
Thank you very much. You guys actually thought I was gonna go to McDonald's.
Got him! Got him!
Don't be stupid, guys. McDonald's is not an ideal food source for a refeed day, and I'll explain exactly why that is very, very shortly. But right now, we are off to the supermarket to get some proper food for a refeed day.
The Lambo doesn't have anywhere to put the drink, so I'm holding it.
Doesn't come equipped with drink holders.
Yeah.
We're actually going to a different supermarket than my usual supermarket, which is maybe another 2 minutes drive. Reason being, because we're always filming in the current supermarket that I usually go to, and we have been told off a few times before. And then actually the other day I was in there taking pictures of Mariam and her friend Amelia, and the staff were looking at us and I just felt awkward going back to film another video in the supermarket. So we're going to go to a new place where the staff don't know us. These cords are ridiculously long.
Look how long those cords are. Is this a joke?
No, I don't know, I think it's real.
What the hell?
So I gotta tuck it down my pants.
Wait.
And then like all throughout the day I feel like these little wet spots here, and I'm like, oh, why is my leg wet? It's sweating. But then I remember it's a little steel bit on the end of the lace. Time to go to my favourite place. Alright, so we're going to be a little bit stealth mode here, so we're just going to chuck it in the trolley.
Oh, there we go. Boot made just for your groceries.
For my groceries.
A few moments later.
Alright guys, now before I get started and show you guys what I got for my refeed day, I'm just quickly going to explain what a refeed day is for those of you that don't know. So a refeed day is basically a day where you increase your carbohydrate intake by 100% or more, putting you into a calorie surplus for this day. So for example, if you're cutting and consuming around 200 grams of carbs per day, for your refeed day, you'd want to double that and consume 400 grams of carbs or more per day. Now you're probably thinking, isn't this counterproductive? Won't this stop my fat loss? Actually, no, it will help your fat loss. Because as I explained in episode 1 of Leaner by the Day, I explained how the human body always wants to adapt to what you're doing. And essentially, dieting is a controlled form of starving to death. Now, your body doesn't want to die, obviously, so your body's going to do everything it can to slow its metabolism, slow its metabolic rate down, and lower all its fat burning hormones in order for you to not lose any more weight and in order for you to survive. Because your body just wants to live. Your body doesn't care about looking good at the beach or anything like that. That's all irrelevant to your body. So when you're dieting, obviously you have to go weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks on end in a low calorie state in order to lose fat. It's just what it requires. But doing this for a period of time, your body is going to slow down its metabolic rate, metabolism, its fat burning hormones, T3, leptin are all going to decrease. So in order to raise these up and to signal to your body that it doesn't need to decrease these things, that is where a refeed day will help out so much. So when you have a refeed day, you're getting an influx of calories, an influx of carbohydrates, and it basically signals to your body, okay, I'm not actually starving to death, I am getting fed adequately, I don't need to slow my body down because I'm not starving to death. This way, it increases your leptin hormones and it increases your T3 hormones, all which are the king of fat burning hormones, and that is so crucial for losing body fat. Not to mention, a refeed day is great for lowering cortisol levels. Cortisol is a catabolic hormone that will actually break down your muscle tissue if you have too much of it. You do need some cortisol, but too much will lead to muscle breakdown. So having a refeed day will definitely help you maintain your muscle when in a deficit as well. Now, how often should you have a refeed day? People who are very overweight and have a lot of body fat, they probably don't need as much refeeds because the fatter you are and the more fat you have on your body, the higher your leptin levels usually are, which is that fat burning hormone. So if you're above 20% body fat, I would say a refeed day once a month. However, the leaner you get, the lower your body fat, the lower your leptin levels become, and the more your body tries to slow down and adapt. So the more frequent refeed days the more frequently you can include refeed days, the more beneficial that'll be. So if you're under 15%, I would say maybe once every 2 weeks. If you're under 10%, I would say a refeed day every week. And if you are very, very close to getting down to 6-7% or lower, then a refeed day 2 or 3 times per week is probably beneficial in order for you to keep your metabolism high and keep burning through body fat. So now that you guys understand what a refeed day is, and now that you understand how it can help you in burning body fat and getting leaner, I'm going to show you what exactly I got for my refeed day tomorrow. So, first things first, I got some oats. Oats is a great source of carbohydrates. However, I don't like to have too much oats because I find if I consume too much oats, it's really a food that bloats me a lot. So I usually only have a little bit of oats every day. But because I've still got to get the carbs in on my refeed day, I did get a lot of basmati rice. Now, I prefer basmati rice over any other rice because I find this easily to digest and I don't really get bloated from it. I also got some kumras, which are sweet potatoes. We just call them kumra here in New Zealand. Another great source of carbohydrate that I'll be including on my refeed day. I also got some wholemeal bread. I love bread, especially toast. So I'll put toast and jam, and this is one of my main sources of carbs along with the rice for my refeed day, just to get my carb intake up there. And I also got some bananas. Now, on the refeed day, I'm not actually consuming much fruit. So I'm probably only going to have one of these bananas, and the rest of my carbohydrates are going to come from complex carbs such as this. Because the carbs in fruit is fructose. And fructose doesn't actually have that much of an effect on increasing your leptin and T3. So that's why I'm just going to have one banana, and the majority of my carbs coming from these other sources. So when you are on a refeed day, you want to keep your fruit intake a minimum and get the majority of your carbs from other sources. Also, another thing to note in regards to refeeds, when I'm on a refeed, I try to keep my protein as low as I can and my fat intake as low as I can, but still meeting my requirements, which is 1 gram of protein per pound of my lean body weight and 0.4 grams of fat per pound of my lean body weight. However, once I've met these requirements, I then try to get the remaining of my calories from carbohydrates, and that is because carbs have the biggest effect on your leptin and T3 hormone levels, which is the key to fat loss. So right now, I'm currently consuming around 300 grams of carbohydrates per day on my current cutting diet. So this refeed day is going to be 600 grams of carbohydrates or more. I'm probably going to get close to the 700 mark because I'm bringing my fats down and I'm bringing my protein down as well. But this is all for tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to demolishing that. But now that you guys understand what a refeed day is, definitely incorporate it in your fat loss goal, especially if you've noticed a plateau. This will help kickstart your fat loss again. Just remember, it's basically like taking 2 steps back but 3 steps forward. So it will maybe put your weight up for the following day, but that is just because your muscles are filled with glycogen and you may be holding a little bit of water. But then 2, 3, 4 days after that, it'll send your body just burning through those calories, and you'll lose even more weight than what you previously were on before your refeed day. I also quickly want to touch on the difference between a refeed day and the difference between a cheat meal or a cheat day. First off, a refeed day is so much superior, and you're going to lose a lot more body fat doing a refeed than a cheat day or cheat meal. A cheat meal, such as going to McDonald's and just binging on some food, that may help you adhere to your diet because you know every week you've got a cheat meal. However, having that binge on McDonald's or pizza or something like that, it's full of protein, carbs, and a lot of fat. Now, the protein and the fat don't really help with, you know, increasing your fat burning hormones or increasing your metabolic rate as such, apart from the surplus of calories for that one meal. However, the refeed day is so much superior because the aim is consuming carbohydrates, and it is over the 24-hour period. So instead of being in a surplus for just that one meal, you're in a surplus for that whole entire day. Now, if you can refeed for 2 days in a row, that may even be superior, and that is something that I also do at the very end of my prep when I'm getting super lean, because I find that to be more beneficial. But so if you ever come to the decision of should I go for a cheat meal or have a cheat day or a refeed day, you want to go for a refeed day because it is going to give you more results. And basically a refeed day is just a structured form of a high carbohydrate day, where a cheat meal or a cheat day is consuming something or a few things that do not fit in with your calorie requirements. So always go for a refeed day and you'll get so much more out of it. Anyway guys, I'm going to go and prepare my meals for tomorrow because tomorrow is my refeed day and I am looking forward to it. I can't wait. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And if you do need help achieving your dream physique, whether that be building muscle or losing body fat, I can help you because I am an online personal trainer and I have helped more than 100,000 people from all around the world achieve their dream physique. Now, if you are wanting to lose body fat and you do sign up to the JRF Shred program, you will notice you have these refeed days included in your plan. And the reason I've included these in your plan is so you get the best and fastest fat loss results possible while maintaining your muscle mass. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in episode number 6. Energy drinks such as this Red Bull.
We're watching the last vlog and then Joseph's writing down the instructions on any amendments.
One here, the sugar-free version.
So far so good.
We've also got
and this is usually
New Zealand brand,
how it works.
Sugar-free energy drink, and one of my favorite, which is Monster.